guys, warm up, 2 rounds, 10 each weighted side bend. So just put a little bit of weight in one hand, hand behind the other hand behind the head, and pinching that shoulder blade or pinching your shoulder blades back together. So you're just gonna slide down the leg, okay? So we're just trying to get a little movement in the core, get warmed up a little bit, take your time, working on that mobility. It's not a movement that people do a ton of, so just work on that. Don't need a ton of weight, just help pull you over some. 10 each single arm bent over row, so a little bit of unilateral work. Again, it's just a warm up, but want the knees soft, back is flat. Anytime we're bent over like that, that back needs to be nice and tight, pinching that shoulder blade back together. We want the elbow to stay in tight. Again, you're just focusing on pinching right here. Unilateral work, so it's gonna try to pull you around a little bit. Just try to stay nice and tight. Then we get our sumo squat, so it's like you're setting up for a normal squat, but you're gonna set your feet wide, hips back, knees out. Make sure you're hitting depth. Dre needs a little bit of lotion. These are looking interesting, but they are tracking out, so that's what's important. Yes, you can highlight them. And then we go our 20-foot each way walking lunges, so you're just gonna set up in that push-up position, back flat. We're not hyperextended. Walking, yeah, what'd I say? I don't know. Walking plank, so just normal push-up position. You're just gonna walk your way over. As people get tired, they tend to hike their hips up in the air and they put their head down, put more stress on their shoulders. Stay straight. Yeah, don't do anything weird. Dre's already weird, so you know you're good there. All right, 2 rounds of that. Take your time with it, do it right, skill next. All right, guys, so for skill, take your time with this, all fours, setting up fire hydrants, like you gonna piss on me? That's great, that's great. Marking your territory. All fours, back flat. We're trying to get some glute activation here, so just take your time with this, don't rush through it. We're gonna have a 2-second pause at the top, coming back down. So you're gonna feel very quickly what we're working on here, that glute med. It's a muscle that takes a lot of stress, so we want it to be strong, and it has to be strong to support the lower back. All right, so you're gonna hit 10 aside, again with that 2-second hold at the top with those muscles contracting. Then you're gonna have 3 by 10 eccentric push-ups. So that just means you're gonna do a normal push-up, except for you're gonna have a 3-second count on the way down each time, okay? If you need to set up a band from the rig or go to the knees, that's fine. But ideally you wanna be like this, fingers forward inside of the elbow, forward hands right outside the shoulder. We always see people popping those elbows out. We need those elbows tracking in, okay? Anatomically, this is the best way for us to do this, safest way. Forearm is vertical, perpendicular to the ground, okay? A lot of people will set up with their hands too high up. We need to drive that energy straight into the ground so we can go up. Again, take your time with that. The workout is coming next. You ready? We're alive. Here we go. Today's workout, so it's gonna have a 3-minute plank cash in. If you can do it all 3 minutes straight, then awesome. If not, take your breaks, however you want to break it up. You need to break it up, but we need to work on this core strength. Yep, so if he did a minute, oh man, so now he waits, back up, he could do another minute, boom, as long as it totals 3 minutes, all right? Then you can start the workout, 6 minutes, or 6 rounds, I mean. 6-minute plank, that would be pretty decent. 6 rounds, 9 each single-sided squats, so you're just gonna do 9 squats with the weight on one side. You're not holding it in the middle like a goblet. So it's working unilaterally, anti-lateral flexion, some great core work. It's also working that front rack position for when he's with a barbell, working one side at a time. Great stuff, 9 each side, 14 ring rows. We're not ready for that. 14 ring rows, so you can use your TRX bands. If you don't have that, you can do a double dumbbell bent over row. We're just looking for a horizontal pull here. So back flat, if you got rings, they'll stay vertical. Pinching those shoulder blades together at the back. Make sure you're going all the way down, full range of motion, all the way up. Farther forward you walk, the harder it will be. You can put your feet up on a box to do them as prescribed. And the farther back, the easier, obviously, it will be. Go to your skill level, and then each round you're gonna have a 200-meter run with a med ball or some sort of weighted implement. So, see, you can hold it however you want. Just keep in mind, it's gonna throw you off balance. It's gonna throw you off balance. So there's a lot of core work in that, but just try to make sure that you're not holding just on one side or the other side the whole time. If you're holding on sides, make sure you're switching it up just to even out that core strength. Write those scores below, follow us, like us, it helps out a ton. Check us out at joinnoble.com. See you guys next time.